Life can be hard, and we've all faced those moments that seem to stop us dead in our tracks. But what if those moments of difficulty, the bad news, could actually be a springboard for something greater? I'm Cam Garvin, and each week I'll bring you stories of extraordinary resilience and conversations about lives and ideas that are productive. This is the Productive Lives Podcast.
I remember a time, this is an unbelievable true story.
Yeah.
A guy tells me, he says to me, hey kid, he says, you want to be successful in your business, get out of the way. You want to be successful in your marriage, get out of the way. You want to be successful in your ministry, get out of the way. I've been involved with boxing all my life.
Right.
So the Inquirer did a huge story on The Rock.
Oh, yeah.
And it featured me years ago.
Yeah, no.
And so this guy sees it. He's a boxer. He just fought for the championship of the world. He lost a controversial decision in Poland. Okay. He sees it. And then he calls me. He said, hey, I'm managed by Don King.
The hair Don
King?
Yeah.
I remember and I'm going to have a rematch in Poland. And I was wondering if you would want to be my cut man.
Nice.
I said, wow. I said, wow. Well, I never really worked a cut before. Yeah. I mean, I worked in a corner with one of the best cut men that has ever lived, Eddie Aliano. And if you got fight fans out there, and they're real fight fans, don't know who he is. Yeah. So I said, man, he says, I never cut. I said, okay, let me think about this. Yeah. Let me pray about this. Yeah. I did. I did. So a friend of mine was a brain surgeon. And I called, I said, Rich, tell me about closing cuts and all that. He said, pressure. I said, okay. Then I learned the three components, the coagulant, thrombin, epi. And,
over my head.
Yeah. And I learned them. And so what I did, I'm living in Yardley at the time. My wife is in the kitchen. She's sitting on a stool, and I got a time clock for 1 minute. And I have cotton swabs up her nose. I have end swells on her eye. I got a pack in the back of her neck.
She was a guinea pig.
And I'm okay. I remember there's 2 times I laid down prostrate and I cried. That was one of them, because I didn't want to. If this kid or if a guy gets cut and I'm the cut man and they loses the fight, it's big. So I took it like that. So finally. But I was confident enough that I can do this, and through the support of other people. Yeah, bang, I get it.
Wow.
I say, okay, brother, I'm going to be your cut man. Great, thank you. So I go into camp with this guy, and he's fighting for the championship of the world in Poland. We fly to Poland, get off the plane, low key. Yeah. Anyway, media was massive. Yeah. This is crazy. So we get in the cars and we go to the hotel. Yeah. And the news media is all there. It was like, fun. Wow. I said, this is crazy. So this guy comes up to me and he says, hey, he says, Al Bananas, Don King sent me to work the cuts. I looked at him. I says, yes. I said, JC, the King of Kings, sent me to work the cuts. He looks at me, right? So,
who's cutting?
I never worked a cut, but I'm not telling him that. So I remember eating like a lunch at the table, and him and the guy who used to travel with King all the time put his shoes out for him, put his pants out. Right. They're both there, and I'm here, and they're shooting questions at me. Right? They're like,
tell me about the cutting.
No, like they're trying to nut me a little bit, like, what? And then all of a sudden, I'm Philly. I know fights. Like I can talk my way around. Right. I know the game. And he says, I've seen your work. I didn't say anything. I just kept it moving. Okay. Well, I became his cut man. Wow. And so the night of the fight, we go to the fight. Thousands of people in the arena, millions all over Europe, Poland, Germany. They're watching this. And my guy in the first round, he gets clipped. And he gets not cut, he gets sliced from here to here. And I'm his Cutman in the first round.
You're in.
Now, I'm going to say this because I want you to take this to your next level with productive lives.
All right.
I'm telling you, it works. It chills thinking about it. So here I am. Everybody's screaming. Ah, ah. He's cut. They're telling me, like the corner, he's cut. He's cut. The right eye. Right. So I'm sitting on the stool like this. And I'm going to be honest with you. I'm fearful. I'm afraid, man. And what I heard, get out of the way.
Get out of the way.
I heard that voice.
Yeah. No,
I don't know who it was.
Yeah.
I'm not telling you I heard from God.
Right.
Get out of the way. Boom. I get up there. You got it. Pop, 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 bing, bing, bang. Gets out there. 5th round. Bang! He gets hit again. Wide open. I get it. 6th round. Bang! He knocks the guy down. Man. 9th round. He's in the guy's corner. And they're fighting it out. Yeah. I run in the ring. I grab my guy like this. And I am literally closing his cut as I'm walking him back to his stool. What a professional I am. Boom. 12th round. Fight's over. And guess what happened? And the new cruiserweight champion of the world, my guy won.
Wow.
It's amazing.
Get out of the way.
So in ministry, I've learned to get out of the way. Yeah. And I recommend
thank you
for you too. Get out. Look, you got to do your due diligence.
Yeah, right.
You know, I mean, and that's prayer and being faithful and not giving up, no matter how difficult it is. And I know you've been through, and I maybe on our podcast, I can get into that, you know. But yeah, I mean, just get out of the way. And so that's what I've been doing. But one building led to another, and another, and another.
Usually people start a church and then they do outreach.
Oh, right.
You did outreach, boxing.
Yeah, that's exactly how it should be. Well, that's what the model is, at least with the Calvary. Like they'll start a Bible study in someone's basement or
all of a sudden there's a church.
Yeah, then you got a church with us. So we use boxing, right? Excellent. But I never ever wanted to have a church.
Yeah, that wasn't on your mind.
Never. But it was the Lord that developed me, you know, and to be honest, like He does with all of us.
Yeah.
You know, my insecurities, all the things that you can't do. You know, who are you? I went through everything you can imagine. I had no desire to do that. But as the years went on, 6, 7 years, I realized that the kids are getting the gospel. Well, what about the parents? Right. The family.
Yeah.
So when I went to Joe, finally, I met with a couple of our guys, you know, and Craig was one of our guys at the table. And I still have it. I have like 2 pages of everything we talked about years ago.
Yeah.
Like 14, 15 years, I think. So, but it's been a minute. So I went to Joe Foch and I said, you know, we're going to start a church. I went to make sure. He says, I've been waiting for this. Like I said,
he knew more about you before you knew about him.
Yeah, seems that way. Yeah. But I understand now the concept behind it.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's different when you just start boxing with a Bible study as opposed to Bible study, you know.
Your life, boxing, it's a church now. And I know some of the girls are boxing, some of the interns we do with chaplaincy, they're boxing, but there's a lot of other opportunities. And then you dream with me. You dream with me the other day at Kensington and how you're involved with the community. But you got some buildings here. You got some ideas that are maybe outlive you, buddy. I don't know.
Oh,
but tell us some of the dreams you have.
I don't know how things happen. You know, like I really don't. Like I don't know how things happen. And we've been here 21 years. You know,
excellent.
And like you know, you guys have what you do, I like to be interviewing you. So how are we going to do this?
I'll interview you first, and if it goes well, you can have me back.
I'll have you back, and then I'll switch chairs.
That's right. I think that's what these guys do anyway. They just podcast each other.
No, but I think though, you know, what you do is I didn't understand it at first, but I do recognize it and I appreciate it now because I know your heart is amazing. You have an amazing heart to come alongside people. So to answer your question, I didn't ask for any of this. You know, it's all I wanted to do was just train some kids and just give them a simple Bible study that a 10-year-old can understand. You know what I mean?
Sure.
I remember Chuck Smith saying that if you want to be a Bible teacher, teach kids.
Right.
You know, and there's a lot of truth to that, you know. So we purchased a building, the first building.
What was this? There was a department store?
It was called Dennery's. And it was, and I used to get my boxing gear here, believe it or not.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it was Dennery's. It was like probably the Sports Authority of Philadelphia.
Okay.
Everybody who's soccer, football, boxing, you came into Dennery's. So it was available. Somebody said to me, hey, there's a for sale sign. I said, what for sale sign? We go down, look at it the next day.
Yeah.
And with that very day, we put a deposit on it. And at the time, I had a collision shop company that I started.
We took our car there. Yep.
That's right.
Calvary. I remember. Yeah.
That's right.
You guys were good, man.
So what happened was we got this building. It wasn't fit for a ghetto rat to live in it, I often say. It had no windows. It had nothing. It was floors caving in, falling in. It was just it was like you were in Beirut after a bombing.
But you got a good price, right?
Well, I don't know. I mean, it was $126,000 20 years ago. I don't know what that would be now.
Yeah,
I mean, probably like probably 400 maybe.
Yeah.
We couldn't get a loan, so I had to put my house up.
Wow.
So it was in my name,
okay,
for the first 3 years. And I remember this businessman telling me, "Hey, rent it to the Rock." And I remember thinking, "What do you mean rent it?
Yeah.
Like rent it? I don't want to rent that." Like it just like common sense says, don't have nothing to do with owning the bricks of this building.
If something happened, your house is gone.
Well, not only that, but I don't want to own it personally.
Gotcha. It's not
like it's not. It's not. I never wanted to be that. And in fact, I wouldn't support anything if somebody owned the bricks of a building. I just don't think that's right.
The organization owns it, or yeah.
And if anything were to happen, it goes to a like-minded ministry. We don't want to profit off it.
Right.
I get a little, when I think here of churches selling, something, I don't know. I'm not sure about that. Yeah. That's for another day.
Yeah.
But my point is, so we got it. So for 3 years, I had it in my name. I said, I got to get this out of no. So I don't own anything. No. Zero. So we took the building, and then what happened was we would take it one room at a time. Mm-hmm. If we had the material. Now I remember this guy coming in, and he had a lot of bread. Mm-hmm. And he was dressed up, had some shiny shoes, and we were dust. I had masks, I was filthy. And he's got this white dog, beautiful dog, little lap dog with him, right? He comes in, yada, yada, yada. He says, you have a lot of work on your hands here.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Guess what I did? I showed him the door. He was like a Sambalot. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You're coming
and to buy it, he was when Nehemiah was trying to rebuild that wall.
He's nipping at you.
Yeah, how even the fox who walks that wall's going to fall. Yeah. So I understood that there's naysayers.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to be around that. I have a way different approach now, but in the beginning, you couldn't get in my way. Don't mess with me. Don't say you can't do this. You know.
Then I will do it.
Yeah.
On the next episode, Buddy tells us about the power of community and prayer, and what the future holds for Kensington.
We're producing the future drug dealers and future drug addicts. More's caught than taught. So you got a whole population of kids that are inundated with something that they never asked for. We need to put focus on that. The kids of Kensington have no voice.
Thank you for listening to the Productive Lives podcast. You can expect new episodes every Monday. And if you like the show, please subscribe and leave a review wherever you get your podcasts. This helps others like you find the show. The Productive Lives podcast is supported by Productive Lives, where our mission is people serving people, and our vision is to motivate people to improve their lives and the lives of others through servant living and leadership. If you want to live a productive life and help improve the lives of others, visit our website for more information, productivelives.org. The Productive Lives podcast is produced by Studio D Podcast Production and hosted by me, Cam Garvin. I'll see you next week for more stories of resilience and conversations about lives and ideas that are productive.